What's up guys, MomoJiri here, and finally we can do some Maplestory videos. And the biggest thing happening in Maplestory right now is Fifth Job. Fifth Job has been talked about for a few months now. I think all the way back last year in March or so, that Korean Maplestory said that Fifth Job is going to come out, and a bunch of changes happened. The damage cap is removed. We're already able to hit 250. Inventory slots got increased. You're able to use like 3,000 mana elixirs in one slot, and a bunch of other cool changes to the game. And the experience curve has been decreased again to get from level 1 to 200. They said it went from this to that. Now that is a crazy change, and I love it. But I'm not here to talk to you about how great Fifth Job is. I'm actually here to talk to you about how disappointed I am with Fifth Job. And you can say, oh, MomoJiri, why? Fifth Job is such a great thing. So many classes, got blah, 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 blah. Fifth Job is an amazing idea. I just think they went around their concept a bit wrong. And I don't like that you have to first spend about 22 hours before you can get the job. You need to get you have to do the asthmatic anemia. Some temple keeper has amnesia, and just doesn't remember anything about him. And you have to complete his quest line. Then you have to get 3 crystals from 3 goddesses of the Maple world. From just Victoria Island to Pantheon to, what's the last one? I think it's like, not Arcane River, but like a different world altogether. So you have to get those 3 things, right? And then after that, you have to wait 2 hours in-game and just wait. What I mean by that is that you get 3 crystals. The first crystal is you activate it, right? You activate it. And then you have to stay logged in for 2 hours for it to be fully activated. And in that time, it could hold 500 million experience that you have acquired yourself, which is good. So by the time you're done, you get all that experience back. But then there's an 8-hour cooldown before you can get to the next crystal. And you have to do that 3 times. So it's 2 hours, 8 hours, 2 hours, 8 hours, and then another 2 hours to activate the last crystal. So you have to wait 22 hours as soon as you're done with the previous quest line. And you have to defeat a Magnus for some reason. You could defeat easy Magnus, you just have to go all the way back to the Pantheon map, talk to someone to get to easy Magnus. You could also defeat normal Magnus and hard Magnus, but pretty difficult to do so, unless you're like super buff. And the worst part of it is that after that, you still don't get Fifth Job yet. Like with hyper skills, you have to wait to like higher levels, so other skills could be buffed, and other skills could be buffed, and you get other skills in general. Like one could buff, there could be mobbing, and there could be just plain old attacking skills. But with this, you have to get knots, and the only way to get them is by drops from monsters, and that really sucks because you get very minimum drop rate at this in Arcane River, and that's the only place you could get these nods to gain skills. Gain a nod, click on it, you get a skill, but you might not even get a skill for your class. You could get a skill for another class entirely, and then you could break it down and then use it to make a skill. And you need to basically break down like 7 of these things just to get 1 skill. And I don't like that at all because it's really tedious. You have to really grind a lot. And I mean, I was just ready so that maybe some skills just be ready to use, and then you level up some, and then all this stuff. But then mostly you gain 2 new skills and a bunch of passive skills to buff other skills, which is nice. Some skills get more damage and stuff, but I don't like the fact that you have to wait so long. You have to really grind in these places, and it's really laggy because everyone wants to play here, and you have to do so many quests. And also the fact that in the quest line, you need to go and battle monsters that you're going to be weak to, very weak to. The first area you need about, it's fine, you need 30 arcane force points, Yeah, you need 30 arcane force to get in the first map, which is fine. But then you have to go to a map that has 50 requirement, then another map that has 80 requirements. So you're going to be doing very minimum damage from the get-go unless you really, really are, super strong and stuff. So if you're super strong, forget it, you'll be fine. But the fact that if you're not, you're going to be doing like a third or like a fourth of your actual damage, which sucks. It's just, and then you can level up your arcane force, the little sphere thing, right? But it's really difficult. Now, to level it up, you need to gain other spheres. And the only way to gain those spheres is by dropping. And the drop rate of these spheres is really slim to none. So you never know when you're going to get a sphere. And then from there, you could do daily quests to level up the arcane force. You need to get you could get 8 symbols a day. But then the more you level up your symbol, the more mesos you need too. So if you have no mesos, you can't really forward yourself in the game. And the amount that you need every level up is ridiculous. First you need, I think it's 8, then 15, then 20. And then from there, I don't know, that's how far I got. I got 50 arcane force and I'm just kind of done because I don't have the money, the mesos to be able to keep going. So then I decided to make another class, which you're going to see in a later video. But this isn't really bashing 5th job, but it's kind of bashing 5th job. I don't like the way they went about it. I don't like the way that you actually have to grind for long periods of time to gain something. I sound like a crybaby because that's really Maplestory. You really just grind until, you get where you need to be. But that's just me. And my rant's done. Tell me what you guys think down below. Do you guys actually like the way they did 5th job? Do you like what they're doing with it? If so, tell me your reasonings down below. If not, tell me why. Do you agree with my reasonings? Tell me, please, because I really want to know what other people think about this. And I'm just happy to be back in the Maplestory scene. My characters, so many characters. But later on in the week, later on next week, I'm going to have a bunch of videos. Maybe even a training guide. If I get enough likes with this video, if you guys subscribe, maybe at 1,000 subscribers, I will give you guys a Maplestory guide my own way. Because a lot of people have done it, but you guys missed the boy. You remember how many views my old Maplestory guide has gotten, right? So, please guys, tell me what you think down below. And as usual, I'll catch you later.